Imagine a group of travelers setting out on a long journey. They leave their homes, carrying only what they need, and walk together toward a distant city. Along the way, they sing songs to keep their spirits high, sharing stories of hope and trust. These songs are like the ones found in Psalms 120 to 125, known as the Songs of Ascents, sung by those journeying to Jerusalem, the holy city on a hill. Let's join these travelers and explore the meanings behind these ancient songs. In Psalm 120, a traveler begins by expressing distress. He feels surrounded by people who lie and deceive. He cries out to the Lord, saying, "In my trouble I called to the Lord, and he answered me." He asks for rescue from lying lips and deceitful tongues. The traveler wonders what punishment awaits those who speak falsely, imagining sharp arrows and burning coals as consequences. He feels far from peace, living among those who hate it, and declares, "I am for peace, but when I speak, they are for war." This psalm reflects the pain of living among those who do not value truth or peace. Moving to Psalm 121, the traveler's tone shifts to one of trust. He lifts his eyes to the hills, wondering where his help will come from, and confidently answers, "My help comes from the Lord, who made heaven and earth." He believes that God will not let his foot slip, and that the protector of Israel neither slumbers nor sleeps. The Lord is described as a shade at the traveler's right hand, ensuring that the sun will not harm him by day nor the moon by night. The psalm concludes with a reassuring promise. The Lord will keep you from all evil. He will keep your life. The Lord will keep your going out and your coming in from this time forth and forevermore. This song emphasizes God's constant protection over those who trust in him. In Psalm 122, the traveler expresses joy at the invitation to go to the house of the Lord. He stands within the gates of Jerusalem, a city described as built as a city that is bound firmly together. Jerusalem is where the tribes of Israel go to give thanks to the Lord, as decreed. The psalmist mentions thrones of judgment belonging to the house of David. He urges others to pray for the peace of Jerusalem, blessing those who love the city. He wishes for peace within its walls and security within its towers, seeking prosperity for the sake of his relatives and friends, and for the house of the Lord. This psalm highlights the joy and unity found in communal worship and the significance of Jerusalem as a spiritual center. Psalm 123 portrays a traveler lifting his eyes to the heavens, to God enthroned above. He compares this to servants looking to their master's hand, awaiting mercy. The psalmist pleads for God's mercy, feeling scorned and contempt from the proud and arrogant. He says, "Have mercy upon us, O Lord, have mercy upon us, for we have had more than enough of contempt." This song reflects a deep yearning for God's grace amid adversity and ridicule. In Psalm 124, the traveler reflects on past dangers, acknowledging that without the Lord's help, they would have been overcome. He imagines being swallowed alive, swept away by raging waters. He blesses the Lord for not allowing them to be prey, comparing their escape to a bird freed from a snare. The psalm concludes with a declaration, "Our help is in the name of the Lord, who made heaven and earth." This song emphasizes gratitude for divine deliverance from peril. Finally, Psalm 125 describes those who trust in the Lord as being like Mount Zion, unshakable and enduring forever. The psalmist notes that just as mountains surround Jerusalem, so the Lord surrounds his people, now and forever. He assures that the scepter of wickedness will not rest on the land allotted to the righteous, to prevent them from turning to wrongdoing. The psalmist prays for the Lord to do good to those who are good and upright in heart, while warning that those who turn aside to crooked ways will face consequences. The psalm concludes with a blessing of peace upon Israel. This song highlights the security and stability found in trusting the Lord. These songs of ascents reflect the varied emotions of travelers: distress, trust, joy, yearning, gratitude, and security. They remind us that on our life's journey, we may face challenges, but with trust in the Lord, we can find peace and protection. If these ancient songs have touched your heart, consider sharing your thoughts and experiences. Your insights might inspire others on their own journeys.